white jerseys, black pants, and of course their red helmets. They're very reminiscent of Georgia's helmets with that G on the side. Going deep for the Gales is Notestone, Matt Johnson, and Spires. And it comes down to Johnson at the 10-yard line. He will cut to the 20, breaks the tackle to the 30, fumbles the football, and it is going to be recovered by Groveport at the 39-yard line. It looked like somebody came up from behind Johnson. Football game.
No, that's not at all what Lancaster coaches wanted, but now the defense got to get in there, hold him, get the ball back for us.
I formation, Ripson the quarterback. Ryan Six will now shift from one side of the line to the other from his tight end position. There's the give to Skip Ivory, and he will go for 2, maybe 3 yards before he's finally drugged down by Blake. Last year they were 2-8 overall. Ripson looking over that Gale defensive line. Will fake the belly series and now will roll around the right side looking for some blocking, and he doesn't find any as he crosses the 35-yard line to about the 34, and he's met solidly there by the Gales.
Down. Good job of running by the Groveport quarterback.
Again, the I formation. Ripson with the long count. Going back to throw, looking for a man down at about the 30-yard line, and he has him at the 25, and down to the Gale 22-yard line is number 10. That is Lewis.
Out, try different things to see what works. So far, everything has got them some yardage. Not big yardage, but they've made positive yards on everything. Now the Gales have got to compensate.
Wideouts to the strong side of the field. The I formation once again. Here's the give again to number 1, Skip Ivory, and whistles blow just as... So this is where that Gale defense has really got to stiffen up and stop Groveport. Again, the I formation going back to throw is Ripson. Looks across the middle, has a man at about the 15-yard line, fumbles the football, and it's still loose, and finally Lancaster has recovered it. The pass was completed.
Number 82 recovered it, Tom Lumen.
Tom Lumen got the fumble recovery. The pass was
stayed on top of it and downed it for the Gales.
The Gales have it at their own 7-yard line where they will have it 1st and 10. Brad Beatty, the Gale quarterback, will now shift the line from the I formation. There's the give inside to the fullback. That's Nathan Luce, the 6-foot, 230-pound junior, and he gets very short yard mistakes down here deep in their own territory. Again, the tailback is Sean Notestone. He gets the pitch, will roll around the right side, and will take it across the 5 up to about the 7, maybe the 8-yard line before he's knocked down. Again, call coming up here.
Big 3rd down early for the Gales. They need to get some room. Even if they have to kick it, they need about 4 or 5 yards. Give their kicker some room.
Friesner and Sheridan will split to the short side of the field. Now, again, the I formation. And there's the pitch back to Notestone. He's got some running room up the middle, crosses the 15-yard line and up close to about the 18-yard line, and a flag flies. And that was a late flag. That might be a face mask. We'll see. It's not going to be enough for a first down, I don't believe. Play. That being number 8, Matt Hartman. Hartman will split to the wide side of the field. And there's Brady handing the ball off to the fullback, Nathan Luce, and he gets maybe a yard on the play. Call it 2nd down and 9 break. But neither is capitalized yet.
So far, the Gales have had really 2 breaks. They got the fumble recovery, and then they got a big penalty that helped them.
Now Hartman will go in motion across the formation. Long count by Beatty. He's going to keep the football in the option and gets smothered just about the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go as Jeremy York, the nose guard, was able to bring him down. York
caught Beatty from behind and pulled him down.
Another big play for the Gales. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. They'll have wideouts to the left side, and now Matt Sheridan will go in motion across the formation. Or check out, that's Matt Friesner in motion. There's the pitch back to Notestone. He's got some blocking ahead of him. Spins, turns, and takes it across the 35-yard line, and again, a flag goes down. Craig Fields makes the stop, but this back.
That'd been a 5-yard penalty. You might want to make him kick, but 20 yards, 3rd and 20, you want to make him do that.
So Beatty will go on the draw play to Notestone. He's got a little bit of yardage around the left side, but will be drugged down far short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and about 13 yards to go as he's drugged down near the 30-yard line.
That's exactly what he picked up.
That was a good safe play that Rob Carpenter called on that time. Notestone waiting for the punt. Gets the snap. And the kick is blocked by Groveport. And it is kicked around and finally is down at about the Gales' 10-yard line. And that looked to be number 3, Josh Chilcote. Obviously, it's bothering him.
Yeah, it looks like he might even be in a little bit of pain down there sitting on the bench. I hope Sean's going to be okay because Gale's going to need him tonight.
Ripson brings his team to the line of scrimmage, man in motion. Here's the give inside to the fullback. And that is number 40 that's in there now. That would be Josh Wishman, who gets short yardage right off left guard. Gets maybe a yard before Terry Ballmer is in there to bring him down. Terry, a big
short yardage, 2nd and 9.
Wishman is the fullback now, and the tailback is Ivory. Once again, the option pitch is out to Ivory, and he is going to be knifed down at about the 10-yard line. Good job by the Gales.
Load him down. Only about another yard, so it looks like we're about 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 yards to go. Ripson to put a man in motion. Again, the I formation. He's rolling out to his right side, looking downfield for a man, and it is caught for a touchdown.
Number 3.
That was number 3, Josh Chilcote.
He knew where the ball was coming. The Gale defenders were there, but they had no idea where the ball was coming from.
Mike Hess will do the kicking, and it's a fake as they snap it back to the holder, and he's going to take it in for the 2-point conversion.
So the parts and labor protection absolutely free.
See Fairfield McGrew Heating and Cooling at 416 East Wheeling Street in Lancaster. Call 653-6421.
Golden Gale football on WLOH AM 1320 and WLRY 88.5.
Johnson gets the football at about the 5 to the 10 to the 20-yard line and up to about the 25, maybe the 26-yard line on the kickoff. After a blocked punt, that was as the Gales have 4:26 left to play in the first period. Trying to get that offense in sync. Again, the I formation. They'll have their wide receivers to the short side of the field. And here's Beatty looking for a place to go. He's running around the left side, and he is going to be dropped for a loss of about 5 or 6 yards. Really no blocking.
We're going to have a flag on that. I think series they had a penalty that got them up into about the same territory. They need to capitalize on those breaks now.
Brad Beatty took that late hit. Now the give inside on the fake of the option pitch. That was Brandon Dilley this time, 5'10", 100. Job of just kind of stuffing that Lancaster offensive line.
Right, the Gale's going to have to mix it up a little. They're going to put the ball in the air here soon to try to open up that going Gale territory. But now we've got a chance to move that football. We've got a chance to get another first down across midfield.
Beatty with the long count. He'll put Matt Friesner in motion across the formation. Looking over that defensive line, the pitch to Notestone. He's got a little bit of a hole as he crosses the 45 to the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. He is still going to be a little shy.
Because they need him so much on the offense, they don't want to have him just wore out. And last year, many times late in the game, he was just totally wore out.
Right now, you basically have the second team.
Last week, we didn't get across midfield till second half. The Gales are going to start to get some confidence. I think we're going to see the Gales moving the ball.
There's Beatty with the pitch back to Spires, and he will get maybe 1 or 2 yards to about the 46-yard line. The young quarterback, and he's learning this system. Of course, this is not only new for him, it's new for the whole team. Goes back to throw, a little two-step drop, gets it out to Sheridan at the 40-yard line, inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line, and that is going to be very close for a first down, if not a first down. I think he has it.
That pass, did something with it after the game. That's going to help the running game get a little more open if we can do that a couple times.
Again, Spires is your tailback. Dilley is the fullback. The I formation is Beatty will turn and give the football off to Spires, and Spires will get maybe a yard, not much more than that, as he is knifed down to talk with the Gale coaching staff about this next play. I believe Notestone is checked back in. I'm not sure of that. We'll see here in a minute.
Yeah, I think he's in the backfield.
Back to throw is Beatty. He's got a man up the sideline. It's Sheridan. He breaks loose. He's at the 20 and inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line before Jason Calvin, the free safety.
Burdix offers an assortment of ladies' and men's Pulsar wristwatches for everyday or dress wear, all at 20% off. Guys, for an engagement ring she'll be proud of, See Burdick's complete selection to fit your style and price range. Burdick Jewelers, 160.
Try to get something on the scoreboard here with 24 seconds left to play. The clock was stopped because he was forced out of bounds on second down. Going back to throw is Beatty. He's got a man open, but he overthrows him. That was intended. Now as they actually move the football back a little bit. We were at 2nd and 10. Now we're at 3rd and 11. I haven't figured that one out yet. Going back to throw is Beatty. Looking downfield for a man. He's got him, and it's a touchdown, I believe. Yes. No, they marked it at the 1 yard line. At the 2 yard line, they're going to mark that football. Like the 2 from here for the Gales. Again, Beatty under center.
20 and 88.5 FM, The Light.
Nathan Luce is the fullback. Sean Notestone the tailback. There's the give inside to Luce, and he's in for the touchdown. He just followed his left guard, Bubba Tom, along with Ryan Whips, the left tackle, into the end zone. And the game.
Right there you saw some of his new program working out. And good job by the Gales.
Gales will go for the 2-point conversion. Again, Brady will roll out to throw. He's got some running room. Now looks in the back of the end zone, and it's good. That was Matt Friesner, I believe, number 24, that caught that football in the back of the end zone. We're all even. It's Lancaster 8, Groveport 8. We'll be back right after these messages.
Visit your business. Drive through and look us over today. Your home of the $1,000 minimum trade and no hassle sales. Quality Motorland of Lancaster, South Broad Street at the tracks. Quality Motorland is proud to sponsor Gales football broadcasts on WLOH.
You're listening to Golden Gale Football on 1320 WLOH Lancaster and 88.5 FM WLRY Rushville.
Back at Fulton Field where the kickoff goes to about the 5 yard line.
Even, and you can tell they're a different ball club right now.
So Groveport deep in their own territory. There's the give inside to their fullback, Wisman, and he gets very little yardage as he gets it up to about the 5 yard line. Incidentally, that was an 11-play draw. 2nd down and 7 as the ball is right around the 5 yard line. We're looking at it from a kind of an extreme angle here, but again, the give inside to their fullback, and that is Tolber now. And so, again, very little yardage on the
3rd down for the Gales.
Wisman, Tolbert, and Ivory in a T formation. There's the give inside to Wisman, and he is not going anywhere. Absolutely nowhere, as number 42 for Lancaster was the first one to come in there and make the hit. And that would...
And you can just see the Gales have gained confidence, and right now they know this is their football game if they want it.
Mike Hess gets the kickoff, and Friesner's chasing it down, takes it at the Gale, or at the Groveport 45, and now a flag goes down. Probably against the Gale.
Temporary and permanent employment. If you need an employee, or if you need employment, call Mandy, Ned, or Bonnie at Buckeye Staffing, 654-3050.
Golden Gale Football on WLOH AM 1320 and WLRY 8.
Basically, Groveport did a quick snap, and we didn't have all of our players off the field.
So Groveport has a 1st and 10 at the 34 yard line, and now they're going to do some wholesale switches here, trying to pull that Gale defense. The Gales don't make any changes. Back to throw.
Flag.
Ripson, and he's got a man at the sideline, incomplete, but a flag is down.
That penalty would have been from the spot, would have been only about a 3-yard penalty. It was a good idea for the Gales to take the down rather than the penalty.
Ryan Ripson looks over that Gale 6-man line. And will give it inside for very little yardage to Lewis Tolbert. Tolbert's, as we said, not real tall, but he's got 210 pounds packed on a 5'7" frame. And again, still in Groveport territory.
What we've managed to do is take the momentum out of our hands and put it back in Groveport. The Gale's going to have to get that momentum back.
Ripson going back to throw. Will look for a man, and it is incomplete. Intended for Wells as he was running a slant. So back to the line of scrimmage they come. The ball at the 49-yard line. Ripson for the split backfield this time. Hands the football to Ivory. He's got some running room. And he will take it up close to the 1st down, just shy of the...
And that's about a 24-yard penalty there.
Boy, it sure is. Call it second down and about 22 yards to go. Back to throw is Ripson. Ripson in trouble, now trying to get out of there, and he is going to be met and dropped by Terry Vollmer at about the 36 or 37-yard line. Terry Vollmer just never gave up on that play and drug him down. We're facing now, Groveport is, I should say, a third down, 23 yards to go. The ball marked at their own 37-yard line. And they're going to give it to Ivory, and he is not going to get anywhere. Maybe got a yard, and it's going to be fourth down, and Groveport.
Great job there by the Gale defense. They took advantage of a Groveport miscue, held him deep, and now forced him into a punting formation. Just a good job by our defense.
Hess gets the kick away. He's going to bounce it about the 30-yard line and goes out of bounds. Let's have 7 minutes and 51 seconds until halftime.
You know, if you're sitting at home, there's plenty of time to get out here, see some good second-half football, and it's a beautiful night.
Brady is going to roll to his left, looks downfield for a man, and it is caught at about the 36-yard line. And that, I believe, was that Matt Ship?
Nice second one. You know, we said that's what the Gales need to start getting is second down and short. And they got a chance of maybe trying one of those plays that they think might break loose, but they don't want to do something that could cause them for a big loss or even to lose the football.
Dilly is the fullback. Going back to throw is Beatty. He's going to look downfield for a man. He had Sheridan out there, and Sheridan, as he makes his turn towards the sideline,
hands out, and that tripped up the Gale back, and the official decided that was incidental, but that could have almost been intentional and got us the first down.
Cliff Reynolds checks in as a slot back. There's the give inside to the fullback. Dilly, he's open at the 50-yard line and inside Groveport territory to about the 45.
Oh, you've got a couple of receivers doing a great job. Now the Gales have got a little more options because Groveport's not sure what's coming.
Ball marked at the 46-yard line in Groveport territory. Friesner is going in motion. Beatty will pitch it back to Notestone. He breaks one tackle, breaks another, but doesn't get much as far as the actual yardage go. Maybe a yard as he's brought down. Again, the Gales in the I formation, wideouts to the strong side of the field. Going back to his Beatty, and on the draw play, it is Sean Notestone, and he...
Gales, it's a big third down play here.
That injured player, incidentally, was Wisman for Groveport. The Gales to the line of scrimmage on a third down. I formation. Beatty going back to throw. He's being pursued and gets the pass out into the flat to the 50, to the 45. Notestone with the football inside the 40 and down near the first down. And I believe he may have gotten it. Let's see where they mark it.
Depends on where they marked it. I thought for sure that ball bounced right with third down plays we've had this year. Great job by the Gales. First down, deep in Groveport territory at the 35-yard line.
Spires checks into the backfield now, and he will get the pitch and takes it to the 35-yard line rather. And he is brought down there.
Trying to get a team effort out there, and that's what we need.
Gales back to the line, second down, 9 yards to go. Beatty back to throw, has a man out in the flat, it's caught right along the sideline, and pretty good yardage there for the Gales by Matt Friesner, as he is, Reynolds does check in for the Gales, and he will be in the backfield for Lancaster. Beatty turns, hands the football to the fullback, Dilly. He breaks a tackle, and I believe he's got the first down at the 25-yard line.
Good job of running. Dilly is going to be an excellent Gale back as we go along in this season and to come.
Back to the line come the Gales with a first down and 10 yards to go. Again, the give is inside. Again, it's Dilly, and again, it's short yardage. But he runs hard. He's only 100 now, second down and 7. For Lancaster as they mark the football at the 23-yard line.
We may see the ball put in the air here.
Beatty with a long count puts Friesner across the formation. Fakes the handoff, goes back to throw. Looking for a man. Now he's in trouble, and he will be drugged down as he crosses the 25-yard line and drugged down at about...
So they don't want to make a miscue at this point in the game.
Back to the line they come. Friesner is wide to the right side. He's the man that they're trying to get the pass to, and he catches it at about the 20-yard line, drugged down right there by Groveport. Here we go, fourth down, and 4 yards to go for the Golden Gales to get that first down. This is a very big play. If Lancaster's to get on that scoreboard before halftime. Going back to throw is Beatty looking for a man, and it is Caught and touchdown right at the goal line.
Friesner.
Matt Friesner catches it and falls into the end zone. And he was hit just as he caught that football, was just able to get his momentum into the end zone. So the Gales will be going for the extra point. Williams to try it. The holder is Matt Friesner. The kick is up. The kick is good, and Lancaster leads it 15-8. And we'll be back with more at Fulton Field right after these messages.
There is an alternative to high credit card interest rate.
Money in WLRY 88.5.
Drew Parrott will be kicking off for Lancaster from his 40-yard line as Lancaster leads it now 15-8. Groveport takes it to the 15, to the 20. Getting some running room around to the 30-yard line. It's finally drugged down at about the 33-yard line by Cliff Reynolds. Incidentally, the Gales left.
Our soccer players that's playing two sports does a nice job in soccer, doing a great job in football also.
Ripson will now put Mike Hess in motion, the I formation. There's the pitch back to Ivory, who will try to cut up the sideline and gets very short yardage as they will mark him at about the 37-yard line.
On their touchdown, played a little bit of even football for about 10 minutes, and then Lancaster scores. Groveport needs to answer Lancaster. So this is a big series for Groveport.
Groveport with a tight I formation. The fake to Ivory, and now Ripson is in trouble, breaks the tackle, looking for some running room, gets into the secondary and gets a first down as he crosses the 47-yard line, and he was...
Notice there why he has been the starting quarterback for the last couple of years at Groveport.
2 minutes and 5 seconds. Back to throws. Ripson has a man along the sideline, and he's out of bounds right away, and that's Hess.
Defense kind of has to cinch up their belts and come up with a big stop here.
They'll put wideouts to the right side of the field. Back to throw is Ripson. He's going to throw long down the field, and that ball is caught at the Gale 25, breaking a tackle and going in for the end zone for a touchdown. Is high ball game. Again, they'll have the line split way to the left side of the field. Now they'll shift them back over before the kick is made. And with 1:49, this kick could tie this thing up. There's the snapback. The holder gets it down. The kick is up. The kick is good, and we're all tied up.
It's complete preventive maintenance services. That's Milby's, 2413 East Main Street in Lancaster. Call 687-5762. Golden Gale football on WLOH 1320 and 88.5 FM, The Light.
66 yards, a 4-play drive, took 1:12 seconds, a 50-yard touchdown reception by Hess. And Groveport has tied this thing up 15-15 on the kickoff. It's taken by Sean Notestone at the 20. Notestone breaks a tackle. He's going off the sideline, gets up to about the 50-yard line, maybe just across the 50. Nice burst of speed there by Sean as he's able to do that. And
50-yard line. That penalty only took the ball back to about the 44-yard line, Gale territory, where it's 1st and 10 for the Gales.
The Gales will put trips to the left side of the field as Beatty will roll towards that side, look downfield, looking for Sheridan, and it is intercepted at about the 23-yard line. That ball
under and tried to gain a couple yards out of it, but made the decision to throw it, and it was intercepted.
Groveport will give the ball inside to Lewis Tolber, and he will get very little yardage. Tolber, the 210-pound fullback. Lancaster drags him down.
I think they're going to be happy if they can go into halftime with a 15-15 tie and kind of regroup.
Well, remember, they will get the football to start the second half as well because they did kick off the football to Lancaster to start the game. Here's the pitch back to Ivory. Ivory trying to run towards the sideline. Really has very little room to cut up field and is tackled there by the Gales. Nothing fancy here.
Yeah, and the Gales are going to try to play a little bit
left. Well, actually, they had. Rob had not.
Makes the best changes at halftime and the best corrections.
Well, Groveport with a 3rd down and 7 yards to go, and they just quarterback sneak it. And that should come Lancaster 15 and Groveport 15.
Or on the phone line and get cheap tickets. Click on to www.cheaptickets.com or call 1-800-OK-CHEAP. Across the state or around the world, Cheap Tickets is your ticket to unbelievably low airfares with no advance purchase. 1 million happy customers in 13 years of service says it all. Can anyone get you there cheaper than Cheap Tickets? Find out for yourself. Call 1-800-OK-CHEAP.
For them to travel with us. And frankly, we're glad they did. They sound terrific on our bus. Call 1-800-231-2222. Buy your ticket 3 days in advance, travel Monday through Thursday, and your companion rides free. Special conditions apply. Fare so low, you're free to go. Greyhound, where can we take you?
Of clinically tested St. John's wort to help keep me up emotionally and Siberian ginseng to help keep me going physically. Now that I've found harmony with Harmonex, nothing seems to get me down. Give Harmonex a try, just 2 tablets daily. Feel like a king at food, drug, and discount stores.
If it's news, you'll hear about it on WLOH 13.
Larry Jacobs, ABC News.
With traffic reports mornings and afternoons to get you to and from work.
Good morning. Still a very nice day in Lancaster. Pat Abbs Police Department says you will find no problems on the road.
Complete weather information.
Forecast is looking up. It's about time.
I'm meteorologist Mike Davis for WLOH.
The storm.
Father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum. Get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and... Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm wrapping a present. I love her.
So, what are you giving her?
Well, it's a weekend away.
A weekend away? Won't she get lonely?
No, I'm going to be going too.
But what about the rest of us?
Oh, Aunt Thelma is going to be coming to stay with you.
Aunt Thelma? For a whole weekend? Flowers. Now that's what she'd really like.
Did we ask all the right questions?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, the staff seemed very competent.
They did, and pleasant.
And the room?
Especially if they have limited mobility, only consider facilities that have fire sprinkler systems. It's more than just good care. It's peace of mind. Look up for safety. This message is brought to you by the National Fire Sprinkler Association and concerned fire professionals nationwide.
Golden defense stiffened and forced them to punt. Lancaster now has its 2nd down and 8 from the Lancaster 22-yard line. And here we go with the play as Notestone has the football and is running up the middle, breaking tackles across the 30 to about the 31 or 32-yard line to get that football back for the Gales. 1st down for the Gales as they hand the football inside, and getting short yardage is number 32 for the game.
Next year we get to see the Cleveland Browns of new as Al Lerner and Mr. Policy took over the Browns, and they're going to put together a new team. They're talking to the old coach of the San Francisco 49ers.
Long count by Beatty as he runs that offense to the short side of the field, cuts upfield. He's got a 1st down as he crosses the 45-yard line, and that's a Gale 1st down.
They want to come out. They want to have some positive things. They want to take it to Groveport and take Groveport out of the game.
1st and 10, ball at the 46-yard line. We're tied at 15 to 15. Back to throw is Beatty, looking for a man. Has him across the sideline to about the midfield stripe and across it into Groveport territory, as that was Matt Sheridan.
And young Mr. Beatty is doing a good job quarterbacking that attack.
He sure is. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Here's the pitch to Notestone. He's got some rumor across the 50, across the 45 to the 40, and inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line before he's finally tripped up. Tied at 15. The Gales trying to get that lead back. Brandon Dilly, the single running back behind quarterback Beatty. have Friesner in the slot. Now they're going to give the ball to Notestone on an end around, and he is down at about the 30-yard line. Actually, it was Notestone that was in the slot and came around and took that foot. Back to the line come the Gales. Second down, 4 yards to go. The ball marked at the 30-yard line in Groveport territory. Beatty back to throw. Little swing pass out to Notestone. He breaks a tackle at the 30 and goes out of bounds at about the 27-yard line in with Coach Rob Carpenter, and now they'll send Cliff Reynolds into the lineup as well. Cliff, of course, will add a little extra blocking as he will go to the slot to the right side now as he shifts. And there's the give to the fullback, Brandon Dilly, and he'll have the first down as he takes it to the 21 or 22-yard line.
Westerville South, so we knew that he was going to come along, and I believe that's another sophomore there that is showing some really good development.
I believe you're right. Here's the pitch back to Notestone, looking for his blockers around the left side. Finally, he cuts upfield and gets to the 20, maybe the 19-yard line.
Brings some pressure on the older players, makes the whole team a much better team.
Oh, does it ever. I formation for the Gales, going back to throw his Beatty. He's rolling to his right. He's in trouble. Breaks the tackle low. Now pumps once, heads upfield on his own, gets maybe a couple of yards, and that's about it. But
this is a 3rd and 7, so it might be a little longer, but still, with 2 downs to go, it is very much keeping them in the game.
Ball at the 17-yard line. Nice fake by Beatty. Now he's going to put the ball up into the end zone, and it is no good.
The Gales there just could not get hold of that ball that time.
So back they come. Again, the I formation. Beatty back to throw. Looking downfield for a man, and it is incomplete. Are still tied at 15 all. Now the pressure goes back on the Gale defense. Groveport at their own 17. Long count. There's the give to Ivory, trying to break tackles as he goes up the middle and is drugged down by the middle of the Gale defensive line. Led by
opening up the middle, just snuffed it out, gave them 2nd and long.
2nd and 7 yards to go. The ball marked at the 20-yard line. Here's the reverse to Ivory. Ivory will get some running room as he crosses the 40-yard line and takes it to the 42. It's still in Groveport territory, but that's a big...
Get over there, take him down.
Ivory, a very dangerous runner. He's got some really good speed. There's the fake to him. Rolling to his right is Ripson, and the catch is made at about the Gale, or makes that the Groveport.
Good job by Groveport. We can't, and it's also got him to midfield.
Ripson once again calling the signals. Will option to Ivory. Ivory running around the left side will have the first down and more as he takes it to the 45-yard line in Lancaster territory, and that'll be a first down. He's listed as only 5'10". He looks taller than that to me. I don't know.
He's built low to the ground, though.
Well, there he takes it right up the middle off tackle and takes it to the Gale 30-yard line before he's brought down, and that's just a...
Some different things at him, doing some stunning on their offensive line, which is unusual, and the Gales haven't picked that up yet.
Back to throw as Ripson looks down the middle, and it's caught at the 5, and touchdown. So that was an 83-yard drive.
And the bad part of that drive is that pass went right through Matt Hartman's hands. He thought he had it. He was ready to turn and run, and the ball just went, it was a bullet pass, went right through his hands.
There's the kick for the extra point. It's up and good. And
8210, or call me at home at 689-1542. Life demands more, and at Fairfield National Bank, you can expect more.
Member FDIC. Golden Gale football on WLOH AM 1320 and WLRY 88.5.
There's the kickoff to the Gales. It's taken by Notestone at the 10 to the 15 to 20 to the 25 to the 30. And finally drugged down at about the 38-yard line where Lancaster will get pretty good field position to start this drive. That touchdown draws. Lancaster goes to the offensive. 1st and 10 for the Gales. And now we've got...
This game is going to be rebroadcast tomorrow on WLOH. Pick the game up tomorrow morning on WLOH for the rebroadcast.
There's Beatty with a handoff to Notestone. Notestone breaks a couple of tackles, but gets very little yardage. In fact, maybe a yard or two before he's brought down. That'll bring up 2nd down. We'll call it about 12 yards to go. The ball is marked at the 35-yard line in Gale territory. Again, the I formation, wide outs to the wide side of the field for Beatty. There's the give inside, and no gain whatsoever. Maybe I had to move.
The Gales came out looking so good, and now you're looking at second and about 25.
I think the players are wondering, when are we going to get this thing started again? So the Gales with second and a lot. There's a catch that's made over the middle to Matt Hall, the tight end, as Matt had to go up like a basketball player in Hall before here at Fulton Field. It's kind of neat.
They brought a student in that's just handling the graphics part. He seems to be doing a very excellent job.
Back to throw is Beatty. He's going to throw a little swing pass to Notestone. Notestone has a whole bunch of problems up there and was able to take it back to just about the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard inside.
Just threw some quick out that would enable him to pick up some yards, maybe break it, but they got most of it back. Now they're in decent punting position.
Sean Notestone will do the punting for the Gales, and he gets his kick off, and it's a high kick. And Groveport lets it bounce at the 20-yard line and now takes a Gale roll inside the 20 to about the... Groveport seems to have found a big weapon, though, in Ivory, Skip Ivory. They give it to their fullback, who breaks a couple of tackles, Lewis Tolber. And Tolber takes it across the 20
yardage.
And that brings up second and short, and that's what really helps an offensive ball club if you can get yourself into those situations. High formation. Whipson turns. Defense trying to hold up here on second down and 3 yards to go from the 24-yard line in Groveport territory. And here goes Ivory once again, taking it across the 25 to the 26-yard line, very close to a first down.
We're stopping them before they're getting back to them, because when we call their numbers a lot, that means you've had some big gains.
Plenty of time left to play, 11 minutes and 15 seconds, but the Gale defense is going to have to stop these drives by Groveport. Once again, it's Tolber who gets the football and gets the first down as he crosses the 30-yard line. So Groveport will have a
series for the Gale defense, because we don't want to get him made that hit, and he just may have come down on something just a little wrong and knocked the wind out of himself.
First down, here's the option pitch to Ivory. Ivory trying to turn the corner, but the Gales are right on top of it and bring him down for a loss, and that was number 82, Tom Lumen, who made the stop.
Offensive coach down there, because that was a penalty, was not called for. They had made an excellent play, and they had gotten the player down. They didn't need the face mask.
Going back to throw is Ripson. Misses one tackle, rolls to his right, looks downfield, and it is incomplete.
Territory.
Fourth quarter of play, and that third quarter went by rather quickly. Again, Ripson back to throw. Looking up for the screen, gets it off to Ivory, and Ivory's not going to go anywhere as he is knocked down for about a yard long to go. Groveport at their own 48-yard line.
At this point in the game, this is the biggest play we've had yet for the Gale defense.
There's the pitch back to Ivory. He's going to try to get it on his own, breaks one tackle, and crosses the 45-yard line to about the Gale 44. Pretty good yardage, but it's going to bring up fourth down, and now
their punt team's on the field that quickly, and they're ready to go.
And they caught the Gales once before with something similar to that. There's the snap back. The kick is away. It's a high kick. Matt Sheridan lets it bounce out of bounds, and let's see where the official will mark it. So the Gales have 9 minutes and 14 seconds, and they really need to get something going here.
Good defensive job there. We got to give defense the credit. They held them when they needed to.
There's the give inside to Dilly, and he's not going to get very far as he's driven back.
Only about half full, but the general admission section is packed on both ends, and we got an excellent Groveport crowd.
Yeah, Groveport brought a lot of people with them tonight. Second down for the Gales. Back to throw is Beatty, and it is incomplete.
Auto Illusions, and we'll demonstrate the dish for you. Auto Illusions is in River Valley Plaza next to the mall.
Golden Gale football on WLOH AM 1320 and WLRY 88.5.
Here's Beatty looking downfield. He's got Matt Sheridan out there, and the pass is a little high and out of bounds. Go back to about his own 3-yard line, and that's where this kick will go. Groveport should get it in the Gale territory. Down to 8 minutes and 25 seconds left to play in the football game, and the Gale defense really has to step it up now. Groveport takes it at the 49 in their own territory, to the 50, to the 40 in Gale territory, and inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line, where Groveport will get excellent field position.
Interior line for the Gales is what the call was, and that would have backed them up another 5 yards, and Nostone would have had to kick out of the end zone.
Again, the I formation for Ryan Ripson. Turns, hands it off to Ivory. Ivory takes it across the 35 to about the 34, maybe the 33, before he's drugged down there.
And the last 7 minutes and 49 seconds, the Gale defense has to get real tough here because we can't give up any more points.
Again, they give the ball off to Ivory, and Ivory's got the first down to about the 21-yard line.
Than Groveport, and really neither team has looked to be different in that area. Both teams have had similar line play, and right now the Gales look like to be getting a little tired.
Gales really need a break on this drive. Here's the give to the big fullback, and he breaks loose to the 10, to the 5, and touchdown Groveport. That was Lewis Tolber who takes it in for the touchdown, and so it's now a 28-15 game in favor of the Cruisers, and they will go for the extra point to try to make it 29-15. There's the snap back to the holder. The kick is up. The kick is good.
Available, and explain the coverages in terms you will understand. Motorist Insurance and Wentz Insurance Agency, you know us.
Golden Gale football on WLOH AM 1320 and WLRY 88.5.
Second half has been all Groveport. That was a 3-play, 36-yard drive for that touchdown as the football is kicked out of bounds. Come to the line of scrimmage. And they need 2 scores in a hurry, so that kind of throws the playbook out the window. Here's Sean Notestone taking it across the right side of the field, crosses the 40-yard line, and gets to about the 41 or 2 before he's brought
by Sean. Exactly what they need on first down. Now we got to keep it ball moving.
Again to the line come the Gales. Here's the option play to the left side. Beatty's going to keep the football, and he's not going to get very far, maybe a yard, if that. This time they will bring Matt Sheridan to the wide side of the field. Nobody split out to the opposite side. Here's the give to Notestone, and he's not going to get anywhere. No, check that.
And since they need 2 scores, they can't going to have a chance to get the ball back twice. They need to do something with it here.
They'll go with the off-balance line. Back to throw is Notestone. He's got a man open at the 40, at the 30, the 20, the 15, and down to the 10-yard line. A nice pass
because that's going to catch the defense off guard. Big play, and that's what they needed.
Gales at the 9-yard line. Back to throw, and a little swing pass out to Notestone. He breaks a tackle. Now looking for the corner of the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown, Lancaster.
No flag. No flag.
So the Gales strike very quickly as they had to, but they're
going to get a chance at this ball again and a chance to put this game into Gale time.
A power I formation as the Gales will go for 2 points. Long count by Brady. The pitch back to Notestone, looking inside, driving. Did he get in?
No.
They say no, he did not. He just got to about the
1320 and WLRY 88.5.
Might the Gales go for the onside kick here?
I don't think so at this point. Yes, they are.
Groveport does cover the football at about the 47-yard line.
Move the ball, they'll be able to kick the Gales deep. So, that's a coach's call. If it had worked, it'd been the greatest call out. So it's just whether or not it works.
Well, Ivory's going to get the football. He's going to break a tackle and take it to the 45-yard line, and that's almost
Groveport, because they're going to try to keep the ball on the ground, use up that clock, and make sure the Gales, if they do get the ball back, get it back with very little time left.
Well, it makes it so much easier when they get 8 or 9 yards on first down like they're getting. There's the give once again.
First down
to Ivory, and he's got the first down. 10 at Lancaster's 41-yard line, and Lancaster can ill afford to let them get any closer to the goal line. There's the give once again to Ivory, and this time he is not going to go anywhere as the Gales force him back. Nice times, but unfortunately the clock is ticking away. It's down to 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this football game. Second down, and now the full.
We're at. We've got this 2nd and 16. We've got to hold them here.
No doubt about that. Back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go with a split back formation this time, as Ripson will turn and hand the football off to Mr. Tolber once again. This time he crosses the 40 path to stop. Blake Evans again on the stop for the Gales. They've got a third down.
Back, it may be deep in their territory, but they're going to get a shot at moving the ball down the floor one more time. And is ready to kick. A lot of times they will do that because an extra 5 yards won't mean anything, but he didn't want it there.
Will Groveport put the ball in the air. Going back to throw is Ripson. Looking for a man, and it is incomplete. No flags that I see, and it's 4th down.
Bring up 4th down. Now they're kicking from about their 38-yard line. We've got a chance for decent field position.
Matt Friesner is the man that's deep. Rolls over, the ball bounces at the 20 and goes out of bounds. Matt just lets it go.
Yard line, and the Gales are getting it after the kick on the 20. Defense did a great job.
Brady is being pursued. Now he's going to be drugged down at about the 12-yard line.
Again, credit to Groveport defense. They had everybody covered, and he had nobody to throw that ball to.
Now shotgun formation. Brady looking downfield will crank it up and had a man open at about the 35. Get any easier as we go to Hilliard-Davidson, a real tough ball club in their own right.
That's going to be a real tough.
There's the shotgun formation. Ball snapped over Brady's head. Brady rolling around trying to get loose from the Groveport Cruisers. Breaks one tackle and is able to get back to about the 15-yard line. He did.
160 West Main Street in Lancaster.
Lancaster will throw the football downfield, and it is incomplete. And Groveport will take talking with Coach Carpenter right after the game here, so you stay with us. Groveport with a 1st and 10, and they will just take a knee. 50. Groveport, on the other hand, is going to be 2-0, and nobody would have thought that beginning this year. 29 seconds left. Again, back to the line of scrimmage. And again, Ripson will take a knee. We'll be back right after this 2-minute timeout.
First Edition Bookstore offers special